Welcome. We're going to talk a little bit about consistency, and some would want to take it from the flip side and take it as inconsistency. But with the general dictionary, it would tell you that consistency is having something being the same over a period of time. And this would apply to your business, this would apply to your personal life, this would apply to the trends that you set as a small business. So I took time to think about what this means to me and my business, and the implications of inconsistency and the gains that I've seen from some kind of consistency that I've seen. So this boils down to the point of trust, and trust being the currency of literally everything in this world at different levels. You would find that consistency directly relates to trust. So what am I saying? Some of the biggest brands that we follow or that we support, we do so because they've taken time to build their trust, or rather they have taken time to earn our trust. And since consistency is directly proportional to trust, it simply means that for one to be in the pathway of such big brands, one needs to build that trust. So how exactly am I saying this? There are certain things that you do as a person, and it's so natural to you. For example, you could easily eat in the dark. Is that true? Can you eat in the dark? You could easily eat in the dark, but then you'd rarely kick a ball in the dark. It's because you have known your mouth to be at the same position. You have known your mouth to be at the same exact loci coordinates. That's why you can easily take something and put into your mouth even without looking, even in the dark. It's because your mouth has consistently maintained its position. It really has. And at the end of the day, you feel very much comfortable taking your food into your mouth even when you can't see your mouth. You wouldn't dare to do that in the dark when it comes to kicking the ball, because you wouldn't know, or even if we tell you the ball is there, you wouldn't be so sure if it's still there, and you're likely to miss even when the position of the ball hasn't changed. So now think about the movement of taking food from the plate into your mouth as your clientele base. Now remember, it's not only you who is in the market and who is in competition with the same clientele. What makes people trust your brand is consistency. And again, on the flip side, what makes people not trust your brand is inconsistency. So since the primary reason of being in business is making money and serving as much people as possible and serving the right clientele as much as possible, it only means that being inconsistency directly affects your bank balance. When you look into it, has direct implication into your balance sheet. So ladies and gentlemen, that being said, let's get into how one can be consistent. I'm a firm believer of having a plan. There's a story that I was told when I was much younger. They said there were two people who were given a task to chop down a piece of a log. As part of the tools that they were given, they were both given a blunt axe, and they were also given a file that is a mechanical tool that you can use to sharpen your axe. One person took the axe and started hammering onto the log, but the other person looked at the information availed to them. there was a log that needed to be worked on. There was an X, but there was this unique piece of equipment, which was a file. And upon realizing that the X was blunt, he spent most of the time working on the X. And to that effect, when he started chopping the wood, it was as easy, and I would quote this from a grade 5 teacher. He said it was as easy as cutting a block of melting margarine with a red-hot, sharp razor blade on a hot day. So you took time to sharpen the X, whereas the other one took a lot of time trying to work on the wooden block, but to no avail. So what are we learning from this piece of analogy? Prep and planning. When you take time to prep your journey, when you take time to sit down, think, strategize, prepare, think of all the blocks that are necessary, or rather, all the pieces that are between your idea and whatever that success looks like for your business. When you come up with all these pieces, lay them right in front of you and come up with your plan. Be strategic about it. What's going to come first? What's going to come after this? What's going to be an impediment to this? Foresee some kind of obstacles that are likely to arise and try to tackle them before they tackle you. So number one, I would say plan and strategize. When you plan and strategize, you are safeguarding yourself, or rather you are inconsistency proofing yourself. Because where you have a plan, you are likely to follow through. Now, the second thing is to have some kind of performance and measurement metrics for you to be able to know what accomplishment or what a tick should look like. So one would easily say, I want to create large quantities of content. Whereas another would say, I want to do a video 3 times a month, which is 2 minutes long. You see what the second person has done? He has broken down the task. He has set some kind of measurements, metrics, and it's easy to follow through. So after strategizing, break down the plan. And when you have broken down the plan, the next thing that you have to do is to have some kind of accountability. So this could be an accountability partner. This could be an incentive that is acting as measure of accountability towards your task. The point number 3 was to outsource my accountability. I had to find one person who I was going to task to be my accountability partner. So this could be your friend, this could be your partner, this could be your wife, this could be your, brother or whatever. But make sure that you have some kind of accountability to your goals, to your tasks, to whatever that you set yourself as a business, as a young entrepreneur. And on the flip side, when you do not want to do that, when you want to skip that process, one could easily set some kind of incentives. So let's say you would say for your small business, I am not going to take a vacation this year until I sell to 15 clients. So that would put you into a race. When summer is getting closer and you only have 8 clients, that would make you work even harder because you've got an incentive. There is a reward that is attached to a set of tasks. So one could do that if they do not want to have an accountability partner in form of a human being. So in conclusion, it is in your best interest as a business, as a young business, as a young business owner, to be consistent. It is one of the main ingredients to one's success. And again, the opposite of that is part of the ingredients to one's downfall. If I was you, I would choose being consistent, because you will consistently win.